Hello. Hello everyone, good evening. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. So this evening can be a good evening or a very, very bad one. Let's see. So yesterday we arrived to, two siblings. Look at that. So yesterday we arrived to the point where we understood actually what was the problem, or at least what we think is the problem, right? And basically the problem is that none of our IKs are moving as they should, right? So they are not, in the animations, they are not retargeted properly. And as a result, the animation probably is also not correct. And they may, because we don't know, may induce the twitching on the leg that we have seen, right? Plus other problems like the positioning on the hands when the IK between the hands is used. Now, the problem is that there is no guide anywhere, right, that I know of for ALS and 5.4, right, and retargeting, let's say. So I was searching and trying to understand if someone did this already, but I don't find anything, right? So the only thing that we have a video of this guy, right, which is basically saying that sometimes, right, it doesn't specify why, when, we're just saying sometimes, as you can see here on the screen.
Times you retarget animations and the IK bones are out of place when you retarget.
Yeah, so sometimes you retarget animation and the IK bones are out of place, right? So it doesn't say why, I mean, or anything, probably doesn't know, right? But that's the result, right? The result is that maybe you have an IK bone that is pointing in a completely random spot because it's actually not following the other bone. So what this guy is saying is that there is a way in Unreal Engine 5.4, which luckily is the release where we are on. I mean, it's the release that generates the problem probably, and but also as a solution, where you can actually pin the bones here, right, in the retargeter. Luckily, this is done inside the retargeter. It is not done animation by animation, and that's great, right? One thing that I don't fully understand is this thing. So in his case, right, there is an explicit message that's saying pin bone retargeted OP refers to non-existent bone to pin none. So I don't know if this is actually something that was shown to us. I think it's because he has pin bones here that are not yet pointing to something, because actually in our case, do I have no, I don't have it open. Okay, let's open it up. In our case, hello, Hula, good evening. In our case, the retargeter, I think, didn't give any message, right? Otherwise, I would have seen it here at the bottom, right? Here we don't have any message. So the retargeter is not telling us, hey, there is a problem, right? It's not telling us anything. Yeah. Exactly. Now, one point is that we could use the old animations if we want, but using the old animations means that I will have to replace pretty much everything in the... I don't know why this thing doesn't start with max FPS 30. Basically means that I will have to reset all the pointers from the animation blueprint, and this is not something that I would like to, right? I don't see the Enki icon on the Twitch list because I have too many icons open. Could be. I don't know. Someone is walking. Someone is walking. This guy is walking. Okay, so how do we prove that the theory is correct, right? So that's the issue. How do we prove that the theory is correct? So plane shift to Ilian male torso. This one is the... Why my head goes up so much? I mean, I'm moving my head up, but not that much. It's going down as well. It's going up and down. Wow, it's moving. It's moving like a boss. So this one was this one, and this one is this retargeter. Yeah, which I think is probably the best place to actually do the actual retarget, right? These are the post settings, and in the post settings, pin bone, remap curves, root motion generator, pin bones. So how do we proceed, right? Because we know that the ones that are broken are pretty much the IK, so which is this group of bones, right? So this is the one that we know that is actually not following the character properly when animating, right? So if I search my walk F, I can also check the secondary motion, but I think the walk is more, I mean, it's easier to debug. Yeah. So the first thing that we see is that what I don't understand though is I mean, will the VB follow automatically or not? This is what I don't understand fully, right? But it's pretty good because we can compare it, right? We can compare it. VB foot offset. VB knee target. I don't understand what he's selecting though. I don't see... So the one that you have selected... The one that you have selected is the blue one, okay? So the gray one is the other, and the blue is the one that you have selected. So you can click on stuff like this and see, for example, that this, so it is the source. I can see that the calf twist is here, and I can see that my IK foot is here. That is the root, right, of my thing. And then I see here the foot L and the offset. But the offset, I cannot see the offset. I don't see what is selecting when I click on this. I mean, it seems to select something here, but it's not very clear, right? What is doing? Do I have a way to just put these two guys one next to each other? Because I saw that in some... Can I translate the preview? No. I saw that some people had the two characters one next to each other, right? How do they do that? How do they do? Because it would be kind of nice. Now, if they are one on top of each other is also nice, right? I'm not saying no, but having them one next to each other may help for comprehension. But anyway, if I go in my target, the first one that we really see wrong is this guy, right? And this guy is the IK foot, which can be clicked like that or can be clicked like this. That is the target. That is the IK foot. The only thing I don't understand is if I click on that here, right, is highlighting this part and the ball. If I click on it here again, okay, no, now it's the same. Okay, my mistake. Maybe I messed up. Okay, so it's this one, right? I think the first one to align will be the IK foot. Now let me see if this guy, because this guy is doing something similar, right? And if he has experience on it, I would like to reuse as much as possible his experience. So what this guy is saying, so here is spinning the hand, the IK hand, to the end L, right? So it's really connecting the IK to the hand L, which seems to be a logical step, right? But then, yeah, how can he have this delta between the two? That would be nice. And then he's saying target full transformer. Maintain offset, actually removed it. Let me see what he's saying.
Etc. And then we can maintain an offset. In our case, this is not what we want to do. And then we can have a global offset or a local offset as well. That's it. They've improved this greatly, and it does solve a problem that we've had for a very long time. Okay, we can take this a step further. What I've done is just deleted my post-process settings. And I'm going to add a new retarget up and a pin bone. Now let's get creative. So if I add a bone and we'll choose maybe hand L, and I want to pin that to thigh L. Let me uncheck maintain offset. And look, we get this craziness. And let's repeat it for the other hand.
I mean, this is not something we want to do, but fine.
Kind of, it's a glitch, obviously, but it looks like, I don't know, like it's melting. Be creative with this.
Be creative, no thank you. I want to have my animation correct. No, I don't want to have it melted. Thank you anyway for the suggestion. Yeah, but it's not listing what you have to select, right? So we don't have any guidance on which bones needs to stick to what. But I would say let's do all the basic IK. So we can do IK foot L to foot L and the same for the R. So let's go with the basics and see what happens, right? Pin bone. Why I cannot change it anymore? Huh? Because I have to. No, it's here. Okay, so bone to pin will be IK underscore foot underscore L, and my bone will be foot L. Let me just put my phone in silence because it's blinking. Right. So how do I see? Okay, this already happened, right? This already happened. So without this, yeah, without this, that bone stays there. With this, that bone goes here. Now, I have no idea why the VB that I just created is not also... Because the VB is directly... Yeah, the foot target L, right? This one should also be... I mean, we can do the 2IK first and see what happens. Actually. Okay, let's just do it. Okay, let's just do it. I don't understand what is the difference between adding more bones here instead of probably is the same, so I can put it inside the same operation. Okay, nice. Sorry, the one that I already did. Where is it gone? What? Okay. If I delete this, it should not delete the first one, right? Okay. It didn't. Okay, I don't know. I got confused. So if I add a new one here, right, and we do the same, we do IK foot R with foot R, right? Now this one is visible only when you do the walk animation, because otherwise it's not visible, right? It's a pity I cannot disable it, but it's fine. I can just do this. Yeah, exactly. You see that now this thing is here while it should be there, right? I just want to understand what happens to this line. So, okay, then the target is still staying up, but I think it's probably fine. Even if I don't know, because in the original model the target, but okay, let's do the two basic IKs, and then we see. Yeah, let's do end L and end R, right? Okay. So we will go IK and L, and we will do it on and L. Luckily, the names of these bones are very intuitive. At least this one. The VB are not that intuitive, but and we do the same with the right side, right? And so now. Yeah, the only thing that I don't see is pin to target or pin to source. I don't understand this. I think we do target with target, right? This one didn't seem to change much. I don't know why. If I do L, it's going there. It's going there. But we still have this problem, because this one, I don't know what is it, but is the gun, right? It is the IK handgun, right? And the IK handgun seems to be also very off, right? You see that the IK handgun here is exactly pointing to the hand in exactly in the same way, while in our case it's pointing in an impossible place. Now the only problem I have is, do I need the handgun to point to the left or to the right? That I have no idea. Because the handgun is being created, well, maybe we can do this. We can check how it was created, right? So source and R, target IK handgun. So in theory the connection is between the right hand and the handgun. So probably we should put it on the right hand, right? But I'm not completely sure of that. I'm not completely sure of that. So, but this, yeah, but I think that this should go here, right? I think it's pretty logical, right? That this thing goes here. I think it's fairly logical. I don't know exactly why, but it looks correct. So if I do IK handgun, right? And I put it to end R. Yes, it sticks there. And it really looks much better, you see? So it looks like it is in the right place. So I would say, seems good to me. Let me save this, by the way. Now, there are these two floating thingies, right? One is the IK and L, and the other is the IK and R, which is called LHS, right? I don't know what LHS stands for. I mean, L stands for left, H for hand, and S, I don't know. Left hand, S, left hand what? I mean, it should be target, joint target, or... So I don't know in the original model where these two are, right? So let's just check it. So in the original model, LHS... This is the problem. It doesn't seem to be anywhere. I mean, I click on this, but I don't see anything getting selected, right? I mean, in my target is this ball, right? My target is this ball, and when I select it, it's very easy to see, right? Because I do this, and you see that the green ball really shows up. But in the source, not this ball, not this ball, this ball. But where is it? I don't see it anywhere. Like, it looks like it's not defined, or maybe it's inside. Ah, it's here. Ah, it's here. Okay, so this LHSIK hand right at the end is pointing again to the right hand, right? Seems to be a bit strange though, because all these lines are pointing. So the left LHSIK and the right. So this point goes here. Okay. I'm not exactly sure of what I'm doing, but I mean, I'm kind of am, but not really completely. LHS underscore IK underscore end underscore R, right? It looks like it should point, so, or we make it point to the LHSIK end gun, which is actually his father, but I don't think it's a good idea. LHSIK end, because in our schema here, LHS IK and R, right, is created by is connected to IK and R, right? That is his target. LHSIK and gun, we pointed to and L at the end, or what did we point it to? No, we didn't point any of the LHS yet. We only pointed the IK at the moment. We didn't point any. But to follow the same logic, right? IK and gun. We pointed to R. We didn't point it to L. So this table is not really telling us what should be what, right? So this one I really don't know. I don't know. I basically don't know. The LHS I don't know. So we did the IK foot LNR, the IK hand LNR, and we did the IK gun, which to me kind of looks okay, the gun. Hello, Bat Kid. Hey, I'm working on the upgrade of our locomotion system, right? So we have a locomotion system in the game that basically allows our character to move like this, right? To jump, to crouch, and also if you want to rotate, right? Like that. So we have a system that does this, and this system is advanced locomotion, right? which is a community-based version of the ALS made in Blueprints, right? And the problem is that we have some trouble in some of the, for example, this one, right? This one, the guy should look with the binoculars. You see that the left hand is completely off, right? And plus, we have a problem because when I'm standing still, I mean, now it's not doing it. I don't know why. Yeah, now. As soon as I move, you know, the left leg is like twitching continuously, right? And so we went through a lot of thinking and trial and error and test and such. And at the end, we ended up to this video, which is explaining that sometimes the retargeter is not really working correctly, right? And some of the bones are going on, some of the IK bones are going places. And I think that this is the problem that we have. And so what I'm trying to do now is to change the retargeting options in our skeleton to actually pin the bones so that they follow a specific other bone and see if this improves the situation. So this in summary is what I'm doing. I don't know if that clarified anything, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. The problem is that there is no guide for ALS in Unreal Engine 5.4. So actually, I don't know what I don't know. So we are a bit pioneering right here to understand where this point should go, and in particular for the LHS, RHS, I have no idea where I have to put them, and I'm trying to see where they are in the original model, because that may help, right, to see. But I can also try with different animations. Like for example, I can try the M4 Ames whip, which is doing this, right? And this is very good. It's a very good movement for us because it's showing exactly, right, where things go. And you see that here, at the moment we have the source selected, right? Yeah. I think it would be nice if I could put the two characters one next to the other, but I don't know how to do it. I think it should be in the preview, no? Operational light, environment. I don't know. There is too much that you cannot. It should be under preview, I think, right? Because it is a preview of the model. But I cannot change this. Because like this guy in his video has the two guys one next to each other, right? Which is a bit easier to see. Is a bit easier to see, right? So he has the two guys like this. There is the source and there is the target. But I don't understand how. Target mesh offset preview. I see it. Wait, I found it. Asset settings, target mesh offset 100. Very nice. Okay, so at least, and yes, in our mesh there is only the torso for reasons that are a bit long to explain because our character are modular character. But I don't know if this helps me or not, but basically what I'm trying to see, you see these two lines going completely crazy? Exactly. I have to understand where those two lines are in the source, right? And I have to understand if they are linked. So LHS, IK gun is this one, right? LHS, IK and R. So this one is definitely pointing to and R. The problem is that we don't know if it's pointing to end R, or if he's pointing to end gun, which is basically in the same place, right? Even if end gun seems to be this guy, but you see that maybe he starts here. That is what is confusing, right? And I don't understand where is the source. Is this the source? So if I take the hand, the normal hand, right? And our normal hand is all of this. It is not. Yeah, but in theory, the white is not the start, because you see that the start of the hand for sure is this, which is green, right? I think the white are the sub bones. Yeah, exactly. The white are the sub bones, while the green is the actual start, right? Okay, so if we apply this logic here, then LH whatever, right? This one starts here, and this is the sub bone, and this one is actually here. So I would really connect this to the hand R, but it's a guess. I mean, it's a guess. It's not a certainty. So I would connect LHS, IK, and R to and R, right? And this means that one of the crazy lines that we had, potentially, or not. No? In theory, this should have moved. It doesn't move. Pin bond retarget OP refers to non-existent bone pin. LHS, IK, and R. What do you mean? Because I have to call it VB. Okay, maybe I have to call it VB. Maybe I have to call it VB LHS. Yes, I do have to call it VB. But this made it even worse. No? Because we also have the VB LHS IK handgun. Oh my god. Yeah, we have both of them. So the question is, I just don't know if they should point to their father, but doesn't look like, right? Doesn't look like they have to point to their father. It looks like it's something different, right? Unfortunately, I cannot move these things, right? I cannot just move to see where is... I mean, I can move it through the animation, but the animation here is very linear, right? So it's just not rotating anything, so it's just moving the spine bones, and that's it. Yeah, probably we have to set this guy first. And this guy, though, seems to be in a completely different area, right? Because he's... unfortunately, the hands are pretty messy. I mean, there are a lot of bones, so it's not very easy to see what is going on, right? Yeah, but it seems that this is definitely not pointing to the hand base bone, right? This one is located on something else. This one is located on what? On the IK end gun. On the IK end gun, which is actually the middle point. The middle point. Maybe we can see it with the bow animation, because the bow animation will have the two hands very, very far away from each other, right? Exactly. Okay, so in this case, the IK end gun is this thing. It's made of two pieces, right? It's made of one piece which is actually connected to the hand here, and one piece which is connected to the other end, right? And it was actually pretty similar in the gun, but they seems to be connected to IK end gun. An IK end gun we have already set or not? Yes, we have set to hand R, but I don't know if this was a great idea, because hand R actually is IK end gun. Yep, you see it's not exactly there though. I mean, it is better than what it was, but it is better, right? But in theory, we should form a triangle. If you want to follow what is happening in the source, we should form a triangle. And this okay, now this one is completely off, right? But this triangle, basically, this one should go here in the middle of the hand, and this is what I don't understand. How can I have something in the middle of the hand if he's a retarget, right? But you see that he's here, he's in the middle of the hand. So or is connected to a socket, or I don't understand how this is possible. IK and root. IK and root. Okay, let me do this change. Let me do this change so we understand if it's correct. Let me try to have this point to IK and root. In our the fuck happened? It went completely balls. It went completely balls. It seems not a good idea. Well, maybe because it's maintaining the offset though. Because we said that there is also a way to say if you should maintain the offset or not. Huh? No, definitely IK and root is wrong. IK and root is wrong because IK and root seems to be here at the bottom, right? And that is definitely not what we want. IK and root starts here, right? So it's not. I just don't understand how can this guy. I don't understand what is this bone, right? What is this bone? It's saying that it's VBRHS, but does he has an offset? I mean, how does he position it? How does he position it like in the middle of the hand? Right? That is what I don't get. Because he's positioning it here in the middle of the hand, right? And what we can do, we can say go to the hand, but like we did, right? We said to this guy, go to end R. Wait a second. I want to see it while I do it. Unfortunately, it's closing the settings all the time. But we can say to LHS IK and R, which is this guy, right? We can say, is that guy? Yes, that guy. We can say go to hand R, but then it goes there, right? No, that is completely wrong. Because in our source, LHS and R is... where is it? Ah, no, it's there, it's correct. LHS and R actually is... I mean, if we consider the green is the star... Yeah. This one is correct. LHS and R... LHS and R should be there. Okay, so in our target, LHS and R... LHS and R goes to and R. Yeah, this one actually seems to be correct. Because it goes there, right? But now is, how do we do the middle point? Okay, let me see. Which is basically the end gun. So is his father, right? His father. His father, LHS IK and gun. Okay, so let's add a new pin, because now we moved forward at least one step. VBLHS underscore IK underscore and underscore gun. Very easy name. Yeah, so this one is the one that is pointing in the middle of the hand. And we don't have anything in the middle of the hand, right? We don't have... I mean, unless there is an offset with... I think there should be an offset with the hand. So this should point to me, should point to end L, right? Should point to L to end L. This is where it should point. But now, let me see. Yeah, exactly. The problem is that that now is generating that problem that is... doesn't have any... I can click on maintain offset, but you see the maintain offset... oh my god. Maintain offset is bringing it there, right? And I don't think we can specify an offset per bone, right? So there is a LHSIK and gun. LHSIK and gun. LHSIK and gun. Yeah, which is this guy. Do we see if he has an offset here or something? No. He's saying location local 11 minus 5, right? 11 minus 5, which is 10 centimeters, right? This could be 10 centimeters actually, right? I think that is exactly what it is. So I think it is... Now the offset seems to be... no move. Well, it's moving here if I go global, right? But I think that that could be an offset between here and here. The problem is that in our retargeting, we cannot really say, please apply an offset only to this bone, right? At least for what I see, because I can do post setting. But maybe I can add a separate... okay, wait, let me try this idea. So if I, instead of doing this, right, I remove this one. How do I remove it? Delete. I create another pin bone, and hopefully on that one I can specify a different this is valid for all. No, it's different. Okay, that's very good. So if I say that this bone points to hand L, right? And this one we say no maintain offset, but then we do pretty much the same. So we add an offset of 10 centimeters, and then we do -5, pretty much like, you see that now we have it. I mean, that maybe is not, maybe it's too much, right? But you get the point, right? So I think we could get pretty close, right? We could get very, very close to where we want to be. Yeah, exactly. Okay, very nice. So this way, I don't know if this is the right way, but basically what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to replicate what we see on the left, right? Can I give a name to this guy? No, huh? PT. I cannot give a name, but this seems to be good. So only for this, we apply a different special offset. And now I would say that at least this one is in the right, is exactly in the same shape, right, of this guy. It's exactly in the same, you see, it's exactly in the same shape. So going to the middle. Now I think we will have the same problem with this other guy that I don't know who is it. Is IK Endgun, right? IK Endgun seems to have the same problem. So in my case, IK Endgun is, I know, it's the one that we just fixed. Huh? I know. IK Endgun, no. IK Endgun is the same problem. And we put it on the wrong group because we put it this side. Yes. So also this one needs to be moved on the other side. IK Endgun and R. No, I deleted another one. Are you serious? What? No. IK. No, I don't know. I did a Control Z. I don't know what happened. Okay, anyway. IK Endgun, right? So if I add here IK Endgun, and we move it also to hand L with the same offset. But this looks completely wrong. What was it? What was it before? Was end R? Was end R? No, end R I think is correct. No, then I messed up. This I can copy and bring it back here. Can I paste it somewhere or? No, this one to me seems to be good, huh? This one seems to be... IK handgun. IK handgun. No, but it's not the same. What? I mean, look at how it is here, right? IK handgun here is IK handgun here as IK and L, IK and R. In IK and gun. Yeah, because he's showing me the father and the child, right? And it's never easy to understand what is what. The root is orange. Okay, now I understand. Wait a second. Wait a second. It seems that the father is orange. The current is green. The child are white. Exactly. Exactly. That is how to read it. That is how to read it. So the orange is the father, the green is us. I mean, is whatever we have selected, and the white are the children, right? So IK and gun, right? IK and gun seems to be completely different, or not? Green, green, white, white, orange. Yeah, it's completely fucked up. It's completely fucked. No, the end gun is completely fucked. The end gun should be... Oh my god, this is the biggest puzzle. Biggest puzzle I ever done. No, I did worse than this, that's for sure. But this one I would say is already fairly interesting, eh? So I think my idea to have the end gun in the second group actually was a good idea. Because I need the end gun to have a delta, right? So I think that this guy should actually be the other side, but if I put it on the other side, but it should be end L. Now we speak. Okay. Now is very similar because end gun is this, end L is this, and end R is this. Very nice. Okay, this is correct. I think we fixed the end gun. So if I look at it now, there are extra bones here, but if I look at this and I look at this, now they are the same. There is a green here that you cannot see for whatever reason, but that I don't know exactly. But I think if you zoom in, you can see it because they are overlapping, right? Yeah, you see there is a green here. So it is actually the way it should be now. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do, because I'm scared to lose this. There may be, I don't know, the engine crashes, the save doesn't work. I think I'm going to take a picture of this. I think I'm going to take a picture of this. And then we will put it on the wiki, right? We will put it on the wiki, but I will actually put it here because that one I want to keep because it's So if something goes bad, we have this recorded, okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, now, so I think that the upper part, no, there is still this crazy guy. Okay, who is this crazy guy? This crazy guy is VBRHSIK and L, which is under RHSIK and gun, which is that thing at the top, right? So these two are definitely fucked. At the moment, they are really, really bad. They are really, really bad. So where they are on this model, RHS, there are these two things. So one is there and one is here. One is there and one is here. But the problem is that it seems to be identical, right? So this one seems to be exactly the same spot where we placed all the other stuff, right? We placed already a bunch of stuff exactly in the same spot. So there are three things here, right? Yeah, there are three things. There is that, there is the end gun, there is this guy, and there is this guy, which are pretty much all in the same spot. Don't ask me why, but that's the way it is, so I'm not gonna question this too much, right? So RHSIK end gun, RHSIK, RHS should be in group number 2. RHS, AK, and gun should be in number 2 and should have the same delta with end L, right? Okay. And then, but what the fuck is this? This is his child, which is VBRHSIK and L, that in our source correspond to the hand, to the end L, right? In our source correspond to the end L, okay. In our source corresponds to the end L. Okay, so it is VB, oh my god. This is, so still in the second group or no? No, this one is to go in the first group because there is zero offset, right? So the first group is 0 offset, the second group is end offset. So it should go here. I think we are doing this, guys. I don't know if it will work, but logically what I'm doing makes sense. So VBRHS underscore IK underscore end underscore L should point to end L with no offset, okay? Yeah, and now we have it there. And now we have it there exactly like it should be. Right? Now here there are a lot of overlapping things, so it's not very easy to see, but I tell you it's okay. It is. I think it is. I think it is. I believe. Let me save this. Okay. So basically all the ends bones, which are where the most complex of the two, are done, right? All the end IK, I mean. Now at the bottom in the feet, we still have a bunch of random stuff, right? Which is not correct. In particular, I think are only 3 things. No, there are 5 things. Oh my god. Okay, there are 5 things that we have to, well, 6 things that we have to put together. And the target as well. Oh my god, it's so much stuff. Okay. Is anything of this already in the right place? Well, the root seems to be already in the right place. But yes, and the IK foot left and right seems to be in the right place, because I think that we did it before, right? We did the foot. Yeah, exactly. We did the foot here. So the 2 foot we moved already, and I think they are in the right place. But the VB, right? The VB we don't know. Did I do the VB? No, I did only the hand VB. I didn't do the feet VB. Okay. So, okay, let's try to do the feet VB. Starting from the left foot. The problem is that I cannot even see it. VB. It seems to be here, but it's so small and overlapping everything else that you cannot really see it. But it looks like somehow... It looks like he's here. And then we have the knee target, which is there. So the knee target seems to be easy. So seems to be just pointing to the knee, right? Even if I'm not completely sure, because the knee target should actually be outside of the knee, because it's the one that is telling where the knee is looking at, right? But maybe at the beginning is coinciding with, I mean, is in the same position of the knee. I think this offset is in a very strange, but I don't understand this offset. Really, I don't get it. Because it seems to be, let me see the left. So it is a VBL offset, VBR offset. Yeah, but it seems to be there actually. This seems to be there. Let me try the walk. Because maybe for this one the walk is easy, is better. Yeah, exactly. Let me try the walk. Well, or even the crouch. The crouch I think is even stronger. Because the crouch, in the crouch, the knee is really going places, right? Yeah, you see, the knee, here the knee, it really needs to point in a specific direction. So the question is the offset still there? Yeah, it seems to be exactly there, yeah. Okay, so I don't fully understand it, but it seems to me that the offset is really just pointing to the foot bone, right? So we're gonna do this. We're gonna have and is with 0 offset, so we will put it in the first group, right? So we're gonna do VB IK foot R offset, that is the name, and this one will point to foot R. Okay, so in our character here something should have happened. Let me see. If I remove it, if I remove foot R, cannot see it anywhere, but anyway, it seems to be the it's there. Is there, right? It's there. If I do foot R, no, it's not there. What? It's this thing? VB offset. VBIK foot R. VBIK foot R offset. Okay, it's this thing. That actually in this model does not exist, you see? So that's an anomaly, right? If I set it to foot R, okay, it disappears and it goes there. Isn't that a bit too far to the back? Maybe not. Anyway, let's follow this logic. It seems to be correct. Well, I don't know, but maybe correct. Okay, so we do the same for the other guy. So we do the same for foot L, which points to foot L, right? So then we'll do the same on the other side. So now we fix the two foot bones here. Now, we have the knee target, and we said that the knee target seems to point directly to the calf, because we don't have a knee bone. We have a calf bone, though, which starts here at the top, right? So basically it's pointing to this, and this is the calf. This is the calf R, okay? So I think that our IK knee target R, without any, so we put it here. What is the name? Is VB IK underscore knee underscore target underscore R, right? It seems that this one to me is pointing to what did I say? Calf R, right? Exactly. And the same duplicate, and the same for the left. Okay. Okay. Now we still have we still have a bunch of stuff that is around, and I think that they should be the VB foot target that we didn't move. VB foot target R and L. These two we didn't move at all, right? So let me see where they are in the source model. In the source model, VB foot target, these are pointing to the foot, okay, to the foot R and foot L. So this one should be easy in theory. VB foot target, so this should be easy without any offset. So we just create a new one, right? And this one is called VB foot target L, and this one points to what did I say? I forgot. Okay. To foot L, right? Yeah. Yeah, to foot L. Okay. This thing is not very easy, but I think we can do it. Foot L. And then we do the same for his brother. That is R. And this one goes to foot R. Okay? So now basically at the bottom we should see the same split. Let me see. Yes, one goes to the left foot, exactly, one goes to the right. And if I select the father of this, well, the father of this is the root, so it cannot really... No, the father of this is what? Is my IK foot root. Yeah, exactly. I see one pointing there and one pointing the other side. Okay, this seems to be correct. Now, I still have few things crazy, like this guy. What is this guy? This guy is ball L. Yeah, but ball L is actually a bone, so we don't... no, that is correct. That is correct. That is the ending of my feet. But I still see some weird lines, like why I have this line here? What is this line? Huh? What is the... Why in this model I have these weird lines? Well, maybe they are correct. Maybe it's the drawing of the full IK. Ah, yes, it's the drawing of the full IK. But, okay, so I switch to the source. Do I see it as well? I don't see it. Why? In theory it's correct, because there is an IK that starts here and finish here. Yeah, exactly. Maybe I don't see it because it's inside a body. No, we should see it here. That is a bit strange. That I don't see the full... But now to me seems to be identical. I think that is exactly identical now. Yeah. That is identical, guys. Now, I see a bit of... no, it's okay. It's okay. It's just... yeah, there is a bit of a difference between here and here. But you see that here we don't see a difference, right? But here we actually see it, right? Between this and this. So they are not exactly centered. I don't know why. What is this guy? This guy is the tie twist. The tie twist. I don't know if we also have to do that. So to put them in... let me see in the source. I don't even know if there is in the source the tie twist. Actually there is. And he's pointing like in the middle of the leg. GG. Can someone tell me what the twist bones are and what they are used for? Because I never understood it. Unreal skeleton twist bones. What are twist bones? Simple twist bones. No, but I want to understand what are they? The twist bones allow you to fix up the orientation of the shoulder muscle and the forearm muscle. They are useful for making poses more anatomically correct, along with a morph target to correct the elbow folds and such. The twist bone. Twist bones are included in some rigs for the purpose of better controlling limb rotation. Using twist bone allows you more natural limb deformation. Generally, twist bone should not be rigged using rigid bodies. However, if you want to be able to control twist bone during animation, you can rig them with box controllers. Select the twist. Okay, my suggestion is to ignore them for now, knowing that we ignore them, right? Because I don't know how to do this. I mean, I don't know how to... Minus 22. Well, in theory, right, we could have the twist bone be coincide. I mean, in the same place. Do you say coincide in English or not? Coincide. Yeah, you say coincide.
Coincide.
Yeah, you say that. Okay. So if they no, because this word was like sounding weird, but so in theory they should coincide with the leg, with the tight L, with a delta of minus 20 centimeters or so, right? So if we want, we could do that. So we could do another group. Maybe we can do it. I mean, it's not a lot of work, right? Yeah, it's not a lot of work. We can do it. Now that we know how to do this, we can do it. We can create a third group, right? We can create a third group. And in this third group, we get our tight twist 01L, and we point it to tight L. Why went there? That is very weird. Why went there and it didn't go exactly on top of this? Huh? I don't understand. Why this thing went here and not here? Huh? If I say that I want to remap it, because I have maintain offset. Okay. So we remove the, okay, perfect now, perfect. We remove the offset, and then we say that our location should be 22, whatever. Minus 22? No. 0 minus 22? Yes. Minus 22. So it's in the middle of the leg, right? Okay, we can do this. We can do this, and we can do the same for his brother. So R minus 22. Okay, so now these are identical to what we see on this side, right? These are identical to these guys in the middle of the leg, right? Now we have the same also for the hands and for the calf. So now I finally understand what these guys are. Let me see if we have them correct or not in our target. Let me save, because I don't want to lose what we did up to now. No, the tights are the twist are obviously completely fucked. Okay, good job. So we can do the same. We have to create a new group because they will have a different length, I assume, or not. Well, they are a bit shorter because they are arms instead of legs. Is the lower arm? Well, it's pretty much the same though. Let me put it in the same group. Or not. No, let me put it in a new group. Let me put it in a new group. So this one is called what? It's called lower arm underscore twist underscore 01 underscore L. And this one should point to lower arm underscore L. Without offset, with a location of minus 22. Now it's too much, you see. So it should be like 12. Yeah, exactly. Well, a bit more, 15, I don't know. How much was in the old? In the old it was 14. Let's do it identical, okay? Let's do it identical. We can do it identical, why not? 14. With a delta of 14. Okay, and we do the same for his brother on the other side, still with 14. Now, the bad news is that you have the twist also on the calf. Yes, you do. So we have the calf twist, and the calf twist is at -20. The calf twist is at -20, starting from the calf, obviously, right? So we create another group. Oh my god. And we go with what? With calf twist underscore 01 underscore L, which points to, if I type it right, calf L with 0 delta, and then we will have a -20. Perfect. Which is that. And now we will have his brother, because there is always a brother in these things, because we are symmetrical creatures, which is calf R. Okay, wow, boys. Oh my god. I think it's done. Well, the last one is VB curves, but I think VB curves is just pointing to the root and it doesn't make any difference. But now they are identical. Now they are absolutely identical. Everything that you see moving on the left should be identical on the right, including all the balls, all the things. Now there may be a slight difference, right? But in theory, so let me take again the bow, right? Fantastic. Okay. Okay. So this, let me try the binoculars a second. Binoculars. I see a difference. Fuck. I see a difference. Heh. The difference is in the middle of the hands. How it is possible? You see this bone here in the middle? We have it here instead of having it in the middle. Why? Why? VB LHS IK handgun. VB LHS IK handgun. VB LHS IK handgun. VB LHS IK handgun. No, this guy. This guy is the guy that we put in the middle of the hand, so that we gave it, you know, a delta compared to the. We gave it a delta compared to the hand, to the left hand position, right? But here it seems to be in the middle. And I don't understand how they can do that if it's not relative to the hand bone, then it's relative to what? LHS reference, current reference, selected bone, local -15, 14. Minus 15, 14. Hey, that one is mapped wrong, boys. I mean, or the father was another bone, but I don't see how it can be another bone. Maybe they did it on the head? But it's impossible, because when you do the bow, it will be completely different. So I don't understand how this handgun can change with a fixed, right? How can that be? How can that be? How can the LHS R and no, that is broken, huh? Wait, I think that we did it just on the wrong end. Wait, maybe there is a solution. Wait. So where are the LHS? They are probably in 2. Yes, they are here. Yes, because one is L and the other is L as well. I think this is wrong. One should be L and one should be R. Uh-oh. But it is really wrong then. Oh fuck. No, we cannot do this. Because they have a delta. So these 2 bones, guys, are a problem. IK and gun. IK and gun. $150. You know what it looks like? It looks like the end gun is actually parented to the root, which is there, right? With a delta of a vertical 150. So it seems that is considering the height of the character, and so is pinned to that, right? While we didn't pin it to that, we pin the end gun to something else. We pin the end gun to end L, but it seems to me that should be pinned to IK and root. IK and root. And wait a second. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, let me separate 1 second this this handgun, okay? And let's say that the handgun is hand root plus 150. Vertical 150. That for us is what? For us is this. What the fuck is doing? Okay, minus 150. Minus 150, but this will never be enough because is also wrong in this direction, right? Okay, so now at least the end gun, right, seems to be in the middle of the hands, like we have in the other model, right? Now maybe it's not exactly 150, slightly less, I don't know, but pretty much that is indicatively right. Now the problem is that with this here, are now the hands correct? Are now these 2 bones correct, right? The VB whatever, the VB LHS, no, they really are not, because now this guy seems to be identical to this guy, right? If I select I key end gun and I do it on my source, I key end gun, you see that it's done like this, right? So yeah, so his bone seems to be that. Now I don't know what will happen with the bow, right? That I have no idea. Because I don't know if the offset that I'm giving to this retargeter are fixed offset or not. If they are fixed offset, we are fucked. All this is completely useless, right? But they are, I mean, we have local offset and global offset. So I think if we work with the local offset, which is a distance from the bone that is actually pinned to, right? I think that should work. But now, right, you see these ones are like this. And like this. So this ones actually seems to point to the LHS-IK endgun. While in my case, they are not. These two. Yeah, these two, we move them to the hand. But this is not the way it should be. It's not the way it should be, huh? So you are saying that the VBI King gun should be pinned to what? To the IK, to the gun thingy, to the IK and to the IK end gun, to the IK end gun. Why is doing that? -7 and 3. What the fuck? Bro, I don't understand. If the IK end gun is here, right? IK end gun is here. IK end gun, right? Is this guy. IK end gun. So I ask this to be, I ask this, which is VBLHS IK end gun. VBLHS IK end gun, right? I'm pinning it to IK end gun with no offset 0000000, right? Why the fuck is going here? Why? Why the fuck is going there? It makes no sense. Maybe because it's before the spinning? Do you think that the order makes a difference? Oh wow, it does. The order makes a difference. Holy shit. Okay, so I have to do the end gun first, like I did now. Okay. But the problem is that this is not working at all. Because as you can see, that guy is not moving. No. No. Holy shit. This guy's not moving. This may be a nightmare, guys, because if that guy's not moving, it means that our maintain offset off well, is not moving also with maintain offset on. Let me take the bow again. Let me take the bow sweep. And you see that in the bow now. I mean, because we have linked, right? But I don't understand. Every animation has this thing different. I mean, I was hoping that this guy could just follow in all animations, but it seems that every animation has this guy in a different position. Are you serious? All the other guys are good, right? Everything else is good. It's just this guy. It's just this guy. No, because I'm pretty sure that if I do I'm pretty sure that if I do IK end gun, IK, and this one doesn't go to the root, but it goes to the hand, right? Like we had before, right? We had the end L, right? And then I had like a -7, I don't know, it was like close, right? Close to the hand, right? Like that, yeah, it was like that, right? So this one works for the bow, but does not work for the binoculars. right? So my question is, how can we have it correct for all the animations then? I think we should go with this and see what happens. Because at the moment, I mean, for that particular point, I think I'm stuck. I don't have a solution. I don't have a solution for that. Because so, or we retarget every animation with a slightly different retargeting settings, right? But that mean, well, I mean, just for the poses maybe. But my problem is that a problem for everything else? Well, in theory, no, because the end gun is used only when you are using an item, right? When you have an item in your hand, like a binocular or a box or a... Yeah, let me see the box 1 second. Let me see the box. Well, the box seems to, yeah. Again, the here is in the middle, right? Here is in the middle, while here is not. But you know what? I think we don't care. I think we don't care. But Okay, let me go with this. I think this is not bad overall, right? I think it's not bad as an overall setting. I think as an overall setting is not bad. -4, -5. 0, 0. Yeah, let me do something like this. So it's not exactly on top of the hand, it's slightly on the inside of the hand. I think this may be enough. Okay, let's move on. So this is saved, right? So we did all the tweaks we could possibly do, right? All the tweaks we could possibly do to have this retargeter be correct. And now what we will do... Okay, so this one is retargeting my alien character. Hello, dotted fish. We may have a solution, but the next few minutes will tell us if it's been all for nothing or not. The next few minutes will be telling us if it's good or bad. The next few minutes. Okay, so I'm going to delete everything, including the BP, because the BP anyway, right? The only thing I don't delete is what I just did now, right? The Rita. But just in case, let me take a picture of everything. I mean, it will not be deleted, but just you know, just as and I will then put it in the, if it works, I will then put it in the wiki. But okay, pin bone. The problem is that we have a number of pin bones, right? We have 6 pin bones, right? We have 6 pin bones with millions of settings. Oh my god, I cannot even take a picture of this because it's too big. Yup, there is no possibility to take a picture of this in one shot, but we will do it multi-shot. I don't even know how to do it. It's too big. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I should do this or not. I mean, if I should take the thingy. By the way, I think maintain offset. No, it doesn't fit. It's 1 million pages. Okay, fuck it. What I do, I copy this file. Okay, let's copy this file. Let's take a copy of this file. This file is RTG ALS Alien under content. So under content, plane shift to ADG at yes, right? So this is the one that I modified now. So I take a copy of this and we put it here, right? In here, okay? So that we have a copy, whatever, if I delete something wrong or whatever, because I cannot copy all these settings, are too many. Okay, so we take all the animation and we delete it, all. Your drum roll is still ready. Yeah, I think we are close. We are close to see few things. We are very close to see few things. But I am scared. I am scared because it may not work. And if it doesn't, I mean, depends how it does not work. I mean, if he completely fucks up the character, like the character is completely off, then we really have a problem, right? If the character is just off on some animations, then maybe the theory that you have to retarget certain animation differently, right? Could be. Let me just close the editor. And reopen it, because sometimes when you do this massive delete and there are a replacement of assets inside and in blueprint and such, is there any new marketplace content, by the way, or not? I don't even, now that they changed this thing, it's super annoying. Fab.com, okay. Let me see if there is any new asset for whatever reason. Fab.com. While it's reloading. No, let's do it while it's retargeting, because anyway we retarget everything. Okay, so now we do this. Now we go. I mean, we don't have much to do. We just have to launch it, right? We just have to launch the retarget and see what it does, right? So we take the original blueprint, we say retarget animations, we select our alien target, which is the alien skeleton torso, this one, the one that I have re-imported, right, from the, yes, exactly, and we use our retargeter. Right, and retargeter, we only have this retargeter, we have this one, right? ALS alien retargeter, right? This is the one that we have copied. ALS alien retargeter, yes, exactly that one. Okay, so now we select everything and we say export animations. We put it again in the same directory, which now is empty. We do export, we do override, and go. It's super fast. No, it will take a bit of time, but I don't think it will take much. Seems to go very, very quick. Let me see if there is anything new. If there is anything new to take in the market. Free content. It's hard to understand. Where is the free thing now? Huh? Where is the free of the month? I don't... Ah, it's here. Limited time free. Until 12/17. So it just changed. Because it's changing every 2 weeks roughly. Well, this one really is completely useless for us. But anyway. We can get it, but it's completely useless. Then there is a forest auto material. What is an auto material? A package is light vegetation complete with auto material. It includes 6 layers, including removal, foliage, lighting, possible foliage spawner. It's a bit low resolution. I mean, it's a bit like cartoonish, right? So, but fine. Yeah, it's kind of cartoonish, but it's free, you know, we get it anyway. Why not? Then we have an abandoned world guy. This is very nice, but we cannot use. So this is also pretty much useless. Maybe he has some animations though. If he has some animations... it doesn't say. Low poly mercenary bandit, shooter survival. Well, maybe he has animations. If he has animations, we can always steal the animations. At least he has a pose like that, right? Okay, you want to see the solution, huh? Yeah, he seems to be animated because he moves a bit. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, that's it. That's all the free stuff that we have at the moment. Okay, let me see if the process finished. No, it's still running. Okay, it may crash, okay, because this happened already to me. So what happened to me is that when I did the full remapping of all the pieces, it actually crashed. And it did like 80% of it, like 90% of it. So I had to redo it. All the animation assets separate from the BP. And then I redid only the... Yeah, exactly. It's crashing exactly in the same way. It's crashing exactly in the same way. Okay, don't be scared because it happened to me and it is solvable. Okay, it is solvable. It is solvable. It is. It is solvable. Anyway, this retargeted for Unreal Engine 5.4 is shit. I mean, it's really broken. It's really broken. I mean, it crashes, it doesn't bring stuff, it doesn't... I mean, it's really broken. Okay, you see that it pretty much did everything because we have 152 items. But it didn't do the blueprint. So I think we will just retarget the blueprint and we should be fine. I have no idea why it crashes, but fine. Okay, so we get our alien torso. Plane shift 2, yep. The retargeter will be this, yep. We only select the animation. Well, there are actually only 2 animation blueprints. There is that one and there is one called editor that I don't understand what is it. There is this guy called editor, right? I never understood what is it, but we can select both of them. Do export animation, select the same directory, do export, override, reference. Now we will have probably to override, I mean, yeah, but fine. So now we should not crash anymore, hopefully. I don't know if it's a memory thing or what, but Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please. What's the best plane shift song you can sing? Maybe the tavern, the Ojoveda tavern. It's taking too much. I think it will crash. It's taking so much that I think it will crash now. But I don't know. Let's see. Probably the tavern song. Maybe the tavern song. But yeah. But there are many. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, probably all the ones that we hear when the stream starts, right? I hear them so much. Wow. It's already 11:30. Come on, Unreal Engine, come on. I already did all the animation myself. Okay. Okay, he did it. He did it. He did it. Let me see if he modified anything compared to the no, he only did the two thingies. Okay, you know, just to be sure, I'm selecting everything and I'm saving, because what happened to me already is that sometimes the engine goes a bit crazy, right? Okay. So now is the time. Now is the time to see what happens. So the way to do it is that we have to point, right? We have to point what? We have to point our character BP. This one. We have to point our character BP to the new because the animation were all deleted, eh? But I think he pointed to them automatically. Wow, really? I don't know how he did that, but probably because the director is the same. Okay, the guy's not moving. Let me just rename this so that it makes sense. Alien BP. Okay. Alien BP. Is not moving. He's not moving, guys. Why the fuck is not moving? Come on. What? Hello? What? Why is it not moving? Ah, okay. He's not moving because he has error. Ah, because okay. Yeah, obviously. I mean, now that we obviously now that we have retarget everything, right? We lost all the settings that we did right after the retargeting yesterday. Obviously, so Why is trying to load this? This one is no, I mean, we don't care about this. We don't care about this. This one we can even delete now. Yeah, let's just delete it 1 second, because this one is just confusing now. I mean, because this one is the other example, right? It is not our example. I mean, it is our, but it's not this one that we are using now. So let's just delete it. It's fine. I don't care. I don't care about that BP at the moment. We care only about our BP. But yeah. So now the problem is that all the fixes that we did are gone, right? Are gone. Freaking hell. And so we have to redo them, right? We have to redo them. So basically, now we are here. Exactly. And all of this has been deleted because we restarted from scratch, right? So we have to redo this piece. Okay, I'm ready for it. I'm not very happy to do it, but I'm ready for it. So we do this. And we do the same here. And we go and copy everything like we did already a million times. Now, maybe what we can do, let's do just the basics, right? And then we will do the other animations later. So let's do the core. Let's do the core, and then we do the additional overlays, right? So, lean pose. Lean pose. Local space, frame, 0, this thing. Then, mesh, heavy, light. Mesh space, frame, 0. I became a bit faster at this because now I did it like 20 times, so it should be reasonably fast. Lean pose, so from here to here. Yes, local space, frame, 0. Run base pose, right? This. Then sweep. Mesh space, frame, ALS pose. Okay. Then secondary motion. Local space, animation frame, ALS and pose. Okay. What? Hello? Okay. It doesn't want to select this. I don't know why. Because I don't have animation frame. Good job. I fucked up that. Okay, then we have stop and transition. These are not the same, so there is mesh space. No, these are all mesh spaces, yes. So stop and transition, stop, transition. Obviously, if I do something wrong in any of this, it will be wrong. So this thing is very annoying also because there are a lot of manual steps. Okay, then the binoculars, we don't do any of this, right? We don't do any of this. So this in theory is enough. Now, one thing that I learned is that also this tool is fucked up, right? And sometimes when you ask him to save, he's saving the wrong files, believe it or not. Believe it or not. So, and I can prove it, but not now. So the way to do it is to go here again, check the modified, select all the modified from here and save from here. Because actually this guy, I think is the reorder. If you reorder them, it doesn't understand anymore what is which file. And okay, but now we should be good, huh? Now we should be good. Okay, so now my Ilium VP. Fuck. Okay, I was scared for a second. I was very scared for a second. Okay. The legs are wrong and we know why. Don't worry about the legs. Well, let's fix them, because the next step, right? We have a next step. The next step of this, now we did this, is saying if the legs are bent backward, go to layer animation, foot IK, bone IK on the foot, change the joint target location to be in front of the knee, right? Okay, let's do this. So we go here. We go foot IK, we go bone, right? You see the legs. I see the hand, but the hand I don't think will be a problem. The hand I don't think will be a problem. I hope so, but I don't think so. So here the problem that we have is that the knee targets are actually below the character. We never understood why, but it's because this is made for another cut. So we have to select the two bone IK, and we have to move the joint target in front, right? The joint target in front, exactly. And the same for the other guy. In front. Okay. So now, apart from the hand, I see this, and this is not nice. I think that is our end gun, by the way. I think that one is the one that I couldn't position in the middle. Yeah, for sure, actually. For sure. Okay, but anyway, it's kind of strange though, because it should be, but anyway, fuck it. Okay, now, we pray and play. So the first good news, well, no, because he was doing when crouched. Okay, the first good news is that it's not twitching anymore. That is the first very good news. That is not twitching anymore. Now, this feet is always a bit higher than where it should be, right? I don't know why. But anyway. Okay, let's see if he can perform all the normal operations, right? Jumping, he can jump. Crouch, he can crouch. Roll, he can roll. Walk while crouched, he can walk while crouched. Okay. Let's see the debug, right? The debug where... now fucking hell. Now the fucking hell. Now. You see the red markers? The red markers now are correct. The red markers now are correct. Okay. We can only do it when we see the cran. Yeah, but to see the cran I have to do the wall retarget on the cran, so it's a mess. is a mess. Can he lay down? No, there is no laying down in this animation. Cannot lay down. But the important stuff that we need is this. Okay, he can do that. Well, the leg was a bit... The leg was a bit fucked though, huh? Why the leg was fucked? I mean, it's not a major problem, but it's very annoying. Why the ball is rolling in the other direction? Hello, Fanner, you're only winning. Is this machine broken or what? It does not happen with this guy. But it's also true that this guy is not bending the toe and, you know, the fingers on the feet at all. So this is basically keeping the feet completely flat. Right? While for whatever reason in our guy, I mean, it's not a major problem, but I would say it's very annoying. Because I don't think it was happening before. I don't think it was happening before. Because here it looks okay, right? You see that he's bending the feet, he's bending the fingers of the feet, right? So actually it seems okay, but... What? What the fuck is doing there? He never did this. So we have a new problem. Fucking hell. Yeah, if the distance is too much, you cannot do it. Yeah, the bones of the feet are really rotated. When he goes up, they are rotated vertically, right? Maybe it's just a matter of adjusting the because I still see one bone being a bit funky. I see that bone at the back being a bit funky actually. Obviously here it works perfectly. Fuck it. But you see that we have one bone on. What is that? Is that the? I think we still have one bone wrong. I think we still have one bone wrong. Because the feet doesn't seem to be okay. The feet do not look okay. but the leg is good. The leg doesn't twitch anymore, right? So that's but it seems that we have a problem. But here seems to be good, huh? I mean, all the shit that we had before now is not here anymore, right? We don't have any shit anymore. I mean, all the bones. You see how it's correct, right? How you know we don't have anything pointing to crazy positions. All the stuff is correct, right? All the stuff is correct. So I think that we really
I will find a way to set things right.
You will? Then do it and let me know. You know what is the only thing that is a bit weird is the twist. You see that the twist, which actually should be down here, right? It should be down here, is up there. And the calf twist. And the calf twist I cannot even see. Which is a bit strange, huh? Yeah, the calf twist is actually put here, so probably it's not used. I think it's not used, but so if I let me see 1 second, because the mantle are actually animations, right? Mantles are animations, so you see, so this is what the guy does when he's stepping up, right? But then obviously there is root motion, and so you see him go up, right? So it's normal that you see it like this here because he's not doing root motion. But it seems to me that the feet are actually well, there is a bit of this, right? But I think that's fine. I mean, that's the way you should do it. So here is perfect, right? Here is really perfect. So from here it steps up, right? Exactly. So thank you. So the animation to me looks perfect. The bones looks good. The only thing that was a bit funky, you know, was when okay, do we want to do one like the binoculars? Let's do one like the binoculars, okay? Let's do what? Bro, you have two windows. Because it's behind. Because it's behind. Okay. Okay, let's do the binoculars and see what happens, right? Sorry, is the opposite. This is this, or not? No. This is this. Okay. Binocular sweep. Okay, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Binoculars sweep. Binocular sweep. So that is mesh space frame, and then we have this one to find. Which is this one, and we set it as this. And then there are 3 and 6. 3 and 6. Okay. So in theory now we should also have the binoculars working. Just have to change the character. Aha! Aha! We don't have any more the problem we had yesterday, huh? Okay, that's very good. That is very good. So the left hand, you remember the left hand was all fucked, right? Now the left hand is okay. Now the left hand is okay. I just don't understand why when we mantle we get that problem, but let's go step by step, right? Let's go step by step. I think we are okay. Let me try the bow, because the bow is really stretching the geometry of the model. Bow sweep, yeah, exactly. Bow sweep. Okay, so mesh frame. Mesh frame. What? Because it's not modified. This, yes. And the frames are 7 and 11. 7 and 11. Okay. So I don't know why we fixed everything, but we fucked the mantle. I don't know, that's very strange. Bow. Well, the hand seems to be a bit fucked, but I think it was kind of fucked already. I think it was a bit fucked already, if you ask me. So the hand was already like in that position, which is a bit unnatural, very close to the head, but the hand is correct. So I would say that it's kind of okay. I think we have the problem that the hand is still rotated. I can try to remove the yeah, when it goes back to the normal position, it is a bit off. I mean, that was already the case, but it's not a big deal, you know. It's not a big deal. I think it's. Now, what is annoying is the mantle, right? The mantle, I really don't understand why. For some reason, my controls are fucked now, but yeah. So we have a but okay. So it seems that pretty much everything is good. It seems that pretty much everything is good, except that now we have a new problem that we did not have before, right? We can look at the video of yesterday. We mantle a lot of many times, and I think I never seen that. I think I never seen that. I think I never seen that. Now let me do something. Let's do let's do a very simple change just to see, which obviously will break other stuff. But let me just skip the foot IK for a second, right? So if we skip the foot IK, so now the feet are not doing exactly what they should do, right? But like moving, but this should probably, yeah, exactly. Okay, so is the calculation, so this problem is the calculation of the foot IK. So now I disabled it, so this guy cannot do anymore this, right? It cannot. You see that the feet are always staying at the same height? Because we are not looking at the ground, right? We are not looking at the ground and trying to find the ground. So one thing that was weird that I've seen is that when I did show bones, and you see also that now that we have show bones, all the bone, look at the feet, right? Look at the feet. I can take a screenshot if you want. Look at the, but I think this solution may be the right one, eh? Maybe the right one. Maybe I fucked up something in the mapping. That's possible. Because we did a lot of the mapping just by sense, right? Not by science. So look at the feet and look at the feet now. Do we re-enable the IK, yeah? You see, wait, you see that one? You see that one at the back? That I don't know what is it. But it should not be there. And also on this leg, right? There is something that is still at the back. Okay, let me try to fix that, because that we fixed in the past by... I don't want to look at the hand yet. I think the hand I would just leave it as it is for now, but yeah, I want to look at this, right? This seems to be calculated wrong. This seems to be calculated wrong when it's applied to this character for whatever reason. Is the VBIK knee target R, which in theory, right, should be sticking to this. VB knee target. VB knee target R is this guy. Yeah, exactly, it's this guy. So it seems that this guy took a very weird position, took a -20, -30, right? Instead of taking probably a 20-30, right? No, 20-30 goes completely crazy. But it's compared to what? It's compared to the calf, or it's compared to what? Why 20-30 goes so crazy? Add to existing. If I do 0-0, it goes here. And the other guy... Also the other guy is at the back, right? So I think these ones are very strange. Let me put them at 0 for 1 second, right? Because I don't understand why these two are just, you know, going balls, right? I don't understand. I don't understand why the knee target is so weird. Right? The fact that it's not twitching anymore for me is a win. Is a big win. What the fuck is going on? Okay, let's try to move it slightly to the front, right? Because this in theory is the knee target, right? There is the knee target, so should be in front, right? Should not be at the back. wait, I have to compile, otherwise. What the fuck? This was not happening before. I mean, it's like if he's trying to... It's like if he's trying to orient the knee at the back, right? I don't think it has anything to do with the hand, which, by the way, we may decide to reset. We have a way to reset the hand, but I don't know if that's a good idea, because in the past it caused other issues, right? I can go to the hand and do this and say that this one is now using the original bone translation, this one. But if I click it, there is no way back. This is what I've seen. If I click it and it fucks it up, there is no way back. But we can try. The hand now is rotated correctly, at least here. But this may actually fuck up stuff. Because I've seen it happening, right? So now, like now if I go binoculars, one hand may be fucked. No, it looks like it's not. Okay, so if I go bow, that had the hand basically the opposite way. Yeah, actually the hand is correct now. So it seems that that change is a good change now. It seems that that change is a good change. Yeah, and also the hand is fucking up less when it's going back to position. There is a good change. Okay, so that we have to do. I think I have it listed already in the steps, but with the previous skeleton was really doing a mess because everything else was wrong. But this thing, guys, is really a problem. Now, if I don't move, it stays there. As soon as I move by a bit, right, you reestablish the. So it's like if the IK is still pointing to the ground, right? Let me see. No, in reality not. It's pointing already up. What else can we tweak? Because we can tweak, so on the feet we can tweak quite some stuff, but I mean there is the transform here. But this one usually we were not touching it because that one is derived by the. So we have the foot pelvis offset. The foot pelvis offset. This one is determined by the capsule, I think. So this one is determined by the capsule of my guy. I mean, I can try to move him up a bit. Right, so he's not. The problem is that he will float. Right, if I do this, he will float on the ground a bit. Well, it's not much actually. But let me see if this makes any difference in the calculation. Right? It doesn't. Well, it's slightly better. Nah, but it doesn't. Actually, it doesn't stay rotated though. Yeah, it stays rotated now. I mean, it looks like he's trying to find the right rotation for the calf, but it's for the bone, but he's trying to do it from. I mean, rotating the opposite direction, right? So it's rotating counterwise. No, it's rotating wise instead of counterwise, right? For whatever reason. I don't know if I do it from this side, it'll do it differently. No, it does the same. That's very weird. This problem we never had in the past, right? It never happened. This problem never happened. Okay, let me try to modify this a bit. Let me try to modify the effector of this, right? So this is what? This is the join. So we have the effector and the join target, right? This one we were modifying it all time, if I remember right. And we were putting it like in front, right? I think this is the one that we just modified before, though. Yeah, this is the one that I modified to have the knee. This is the one that I modified to have the knee point out instead of in, right? Yeah. While the effector, I cannot move because this is actually my... I mean, this is actually my feet. So if I move it, right, is... So actually, there is not much I can do. There is not much I can do. I mean, I can check that this is actually correctly positioned, but apart from that, foot R, right, is there, and foot R is here. I mean, it looks kind of okay. So... So now that is, I mean, now that is right, is fucking up. Okay, let me do something that is probably disruptive, but I want to do it anyway. I want to remove the rotation from the effector space on both bones. And see if that fucks it up completely or not. Because this is a change on the rotation, right? And I want to see if this fixes that. Let me see if it breaks other stuff. No, it doesn't break other stuff. So maybe this is fixing it. Ah! It did! We have a bit of a fuck up still in the... Well, that we can just move... It's already very forward, huh? I mean, I can move it more forward, but... I mean... But I think that is a simple calculation. Yeah, now the legs are a bit spread apart because I moved them. Fuck. Why are you doing this? Why? Everything was correct. Why? Why? Motherfucker, why? Why? Everything was correct. Everything. Everything. Do you think it's too far? I mean, it looks like the, because The problem is that these tweaks, right? These tweaks are per character, and this is my problem. I mean, I fear that these tweaks are kind of per character, and that is what I fear, that we do this and we break maybe the cran, right? The cran will not work. Allow stretching. Should stretching to be allowed to prevent extension? I don't want to allow stretching. Allow twist. Whether or not to apply the twist of the chain joint. This clears the twist value along the twist axis. Let me try to remove this allow stretching and see if it's doing anything. I didn't compile. Can we have one block like next to us and not on the other side of the universe? That every time I have to run like 1 kilometer to actually test? Thank you. Fuck. Why? Why you have to do this? Why you have to do this to me? When everything was perfect. Why you have to do this? That's why they say with that. What is it? I cannot. I have to translate it now because one of the requirement for a streamer is to moderate the chat, and if you don't moderate the chat, they can ban you. It seems fine. Seems fine to me. You can say that. Fuck. What? It's not going down. What? What? Why is it not going down? What? When he's crouched, is stopping on the... I didn't know that. That's probably a feature. When you are crouched, it's not going down the... But it's not very well calculated. It looks like. Interesting. I didn't know that. So when you are crouched... What? When you are crouched, it doesn't go down the building. I didn't know. Okay, that's probably maybe something new that they added to the new version. I think it's just not very well done because, as you can see, you know. But okay, that's interesting. I never seen that. It's probably new to the new version. Okay, guys, I have to go. But I mean, I'm really upset that we cannot declare total victory, right? I'm really upset that I cannot declare total victory because we are so freaking close. We are so freaking close. And I was kind of hoping that we could declare total victory today. So there is a bit of a fuck up, right? A bit of a fuck up. Only one leg, a bit of a fuck up in calculation, you see? And now it's not anymore. I mean, it's correcting it like immediately. I mean, it's not a big deal. Huh? I mean, if this is the error, we can release with this. We can release with that. right? If that's the issue, we can release with that. But I have no idea why. Is it the twist? Do you think it is the twist? Do you think it is the twist? Because the twist we ignored, huh? Because the twist is actually there. It makes no sense to be there. You see what is the twist? The twist is in a stupid position. I don't understand why it's there. The twist should be in the middle of the leg, right? And I don't even know who is moving the twist. But I think someone here is moving it, because otherwise, let me see. Let me see if I skip it. If I skip this, right? Is that moving? No, it's the same. If I skip this, is that moving? No, it's the same. So there is something that is moving our twist. Let's do the test, the stupid test, right? Let's do the stupid test. Sequence evaluator. Because now we know a lot, right? Now we know a lot of how this whole thing works. I mean, I can do stuff now, you know? I can do stuff like this. Before I didn't even understand what this was doing. Well, probably I don't even understand it now, but at least I can do it. At least I can do this. Before I didn't even know what these nodes were doing, right? I had no idea. Okay, this is the stupid test. That is basically skipping the whole calculations, including the IK. Okay, so this is not changing, so this means that that is in the animation. Okay, so let me see. So in the original character, how is it? In the original, I have to go though. But we did a big step forward, guys. A big step forward. Big. Fuck. You see that here is here, and here is here, and in my model is not. Did we ignore the tight in the... No, we didn't. We actually remapped them. You know what we can do? We can try to target without modifying the tight, because actually we did modify the tight, right? In our retargeter, when we did all that work, right? At the end, which I think is here, I decided to do also the twist, right? The calf twist. Can we disable this? Can we disable the twist? These are all the twists, right? These are the three twists. For legs, calf, tight, and arms. Well, the one on the arms, actually, I don't know if it's looking good or bad. The one on the arm, it looks bad as well, because it's not here in the middle. It should be in the middle, it's not in the middle, it's up there. So, or I connected the twist to the wrong bone, which is very possible. Okay, let's try to redo just the secondary motion. I don't know if it will work, but I don't have the time to do it all. Let's just disable this, and and retarget only the secondary motion, which basically is the idle animation, okay? Is the idle animation. So let's do this quickly. Quickly. We should save it, I guess. Okay. Now, I don't know if it will crash or fuck up with the override. Sometimes he fucks up with the override. I don't know. Like, he's not overriding. He's creating a 1, even if you say, please override. Okay, it did changes. It did changes to a bunch of stuff, including... Bro, it didn't save the secondary. You see that? It didn't save the secondary animation, which is actually the only one that I asked him to redo. I mean, that's ridiculous. But anyway, let's see if this did any... but then we lost, obviously we lost the... we lost the remapping, right? But we can do it only for the secondary animation. Because now we lost the remapping. Fuck. Yeah, because every time we retarget, this part is gone, right? But we can do it only for the one that we have modified, hopefully. Local space. So secondary animation is what? Secondary animation is local space, selected frame 0, and then is ALS pose, ALS and pose. ALS and please, I have to go. ALS and pose of plane shift animation 2. Yeah, exactly. Can we save this and can we see if now the tight are in the right spot? No. That is very strange though. So the tight are, maybe they don't mean anything, but maybe they are not our, but now we have a retargeted without the tight, right? Without the tight. I think now we fucked up everything. Because nothing is working anymore. I don't know why, and I don't have the time to debug it, but okay, I think we can declare like 99% success. There is only that small movement on the knee, which is super annoying, but I don't think it's game breaking, right? So we can live with that. I mean, if we remove the twitching, if we remove the fact that the character goes to the ground like it does now, but we just have a small glitch when you mantle, I think it is very reasonable, right? Still, I will try to fix it, but I would say that this phase, we can consider it 99% successful. And so, the actual retargeting with a post setting is required. And also what is required is the... Yeah, but I have to go, guys, so we'll speak tomorrow. Okay. We will speak tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be here. Tomorrow is Thursday. Yes, I will be here. So we will speak again. And 9:30 p.m. European time in the evening as usual. I don't know if we will do this or if we will move on to the code, because now we have to integrate this into our game, right? Because if we prove that this works and we have a technique, then we can try to do the rest, which in theory is the hard part. This was the easy part in theory. Okay, but I'm very happy. I think that at least we found that, we fixed it. it works, and yep, I think it's good. Okay guys, see you tomorrow. Bye bye. I have to run. Bye. See you. Remember to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, which is free for you. And anyway, it's helping us, so do it. Bye.